Hello, how are you guys? Today, I wanted to say a couple words, that's why I'm sitting where I'm sitting, where usually I do readings or something serious. I wanted to say a couple words about certain cards, because I already explained the higher self and many other things. But for you today, some awareness of reading your own oracle cards, let's say, or listening to me when I'm doing it. What's important to hear, to see, to watch, to observe, and recognize what resonates with you, what is important for you, because that's the whole mission of mine, to give you some guidance. So first of all, what you need to know when I'm doing a reading, any reading, also the weeklies for you guys, only for the patrons, I channel. So I'm not looking at the card and trying to figure out what this possibly may mean and what the book said about the meaning of the card and how possibly logically, intellectually figure something out. Not at all. In fact, that's the last thing on my mind. I go into channel and then having faith that somebody needs to hear that message, and also saying how I feel about something, what I hear, what comes in the front of me, or what kind of message. And then I trust 100% that that's the right message for someone out there, because of course this is a general reading. But even in a private reading, or a very small circle of people, let's not ever forget that very rarely, I would say, 100% is for that person, okay? This may be the size of the messages, the energies, the possibilities, okay? But if you decide on making some kind of a decision that is in contrary to what you heard from a reading, that may change the whole picture, your personal life picture. After all, you are the decider. You, the boss of your own destiny. You are the creator, creating your own reality. Don't ever forget that. So when you heard something, either resonates with you or it doesn't. Take what resonates and throw away what doesn't. Simple, actually very simple. So let's say the last week, for you my dear patrons, was number 8, Move On. That was the card. When I show you the card, it's not, oh, you see, I'm not lying, here it is. No, if you ever would think that I'm lying, then move on to somebody else. It's simple. Trust must be there. The reason I'm showing you the card is for you to observe what's the additional messages for you personally. For me, when I look at this card last time, was 8. That was the length of my last relationship. And move on Oh, I moved on because it ended like 3 years ago. And exactly lasted 8 years and 3 months. Isn't that something? And my life path number is 3. So this message was clearly for me. And I know what that means. Now, for you, you may see the rocks. Something on the rocks, or what a rocky life you have or you had for last 8 years, 18 years, 8 months, 8 weeks, whatever. So the number counts the war, emotions. Is living, are your emotions happy, light? Or are the murky water is, which is deep and really dark? But leaving something behind and moving on with his or her life, okay? Moving on. So you may be moving on, that's what that means. You in a process, or the message is move on from whatever doesn't serve you. So this may be so many things that may mean, that's why I'm showing the card. Now, it's very important what is next to the card, okay? So I chose, and this is not that it was, I chose for the sake of teaching here and understanding more, 0. The Fool, or I prefer to call this card the Dreamer. In this case is trust. Trust your intuition. A 0. Okay, you completed something, you moved on, and now you're thinking about moving on, and after that will be starting over. Or starting trusting your intuitive feelings more, trusting yourself more, or trusting in general, because maybe that area after a bad breakup, a bad divorce, totally was shut down. So you're learning to trust again. But when I'm showing you the card, this is hair. Blonde hair may have something to do. The feeling, how she reacts, how happy she is, and how in tune with her own feelings. And also the other colors. Yellow, listen to your intuition, your solar plexus chakra. Blue, heart chakra. Maybe it's time to speak up. Maybe it's time to hear the truth and move on. And a beautiful lavender, comes the third eye chakra. And here, this light here may catch your personal, let's say, perception. Like you're looking at it and said, oh, I don't see the other stuff, but I see this little ball of light here. Oh, this little ball of light, maybe that's the sacral or a root chakra. Are you building your life on a solid foundation? How much of a personal power you have in your own life? Or somebody else is telling you what to do and actually is navigating you, whatever is good for them. Then it's so much green if you look. Somebody else will say, oh, I don't see anything, what Grace is saying. I see this emerald green. Oh, that's the heart chakra, healing. And when I look at this card beside 0, I see light, light-hearted energy, happiness, going towards what is pleasant, beautiful, light, love, light, happiness, and joy. Living everything, boom, I don't want to even think about it, okay? Now, the next card is 1, new vitality. All chakras met, that's what I see. And number 1, the beginning. The beginning of something new. Or may be old, but the new beginning. And in order to have a happy life, all the chakras responsible for everything that there is must be open, healthy, and working. So are you open, are you happy, or you have some kind of blockages in your mind that you cannot do something, that you cannot start, that you're not ready, that you don't have a power, you too weak, you not good enough. That's your ego, your mind. Bzzz. That's not the reality. No, not the reality. It may be your own reality, but it's all in your head, as somebody like to say. Okay? Too much intellect. Feel it and go after. And that's perhaps the new beginning. Now, it may be right after New Vitality was number 7, which is all about you inside, daydreams and decisions, which is absolutely gorgeous. And what I see first is 7. Yes, 7, go inward. What is your truth about you and everything else? Because that's what counts. Now, it's shown a sign, if I can do the same thing, that is the heart. Oh, the heart, are you happy? That's what the first question in my mind. Are you happy now? Are you joyful? The second is, are you coming from your heart or your mind? That ego that tells you you're not good enough. No, you're not good, you're horrible. The others can do it, but you cannot. The others better, you not. That's our ego. That's our ego speaking. When you go from your heart, you will notice, you should at least notice, that you lovable, that you wonderful. You came from God, you're going back to God. You have angels, you have guardians, you have people on the other side that want to help you because they're always with you. And they are listening to your problems, and they are guiding you, sending you signals, signs from the other side. Are you listening? And that's again, that's in you. Nothing is out there that you need to know. It's all about you, your uniqueness, your talents, your abilities, your God's given gifts, your Akashic records, your own Merkaba, you and you only. Do you know who you are? Do you know what your life purpose is? Do you know what's good for you? And definitely what's hurting you, so it's not good for you. What's loving and what's toxic? And what direction you chose to go for. Now with this 011s and this 2018 as the universal year number 11, we are talking about very profound questions that you need to answer for yourself. I hope I brought you a little bit, at least a little closer to how you should look at. Now, if I show you, let's say, this card, what comes to you emotionally? How you feeling? Oh, I would like that. I don't have it. Oh, how beautiful. Of course, meaning I don't have it. How wonderful it would be if I had it. Oh, I wish I could walk away, but I can't. Oh, I wish I could come from heart, but I have too many payments to make and I have to stay in this stinky job. Yes, I hate Mondays. Oh, I'm so blocked. No. Listen to all these feelings, to your emotions, especially around the new moon, the full moon, no, the new moon too, because that's the time for the beginnings. But to the full moon in Cancer on January 1st, some other countries on the 2nd, doesn't matter. Watch and look for it. Watch your feelings, because it will be shown to you in a big way what you're missing, what area you're not happy, what should be released, because that's the word for that whole month of January 2018. What should be let go. Okay? So, I hope I help you. I wish you all the happiness in the world, anytime. But especially now around the Christmas time, New Year's Eve, and 2018. So, and see you next time.